Hey there, it's Ruby Lee, and welcome to the Fix Your Grown Up podcast, the audio companion for the book Fix Your Grown Up, dropping on April 15th, 2025. This show is your toolkit for reclaiming your inner spark and transforming your life. Inside the book, you'll find powerful journaling sections in every chapter to help you reflect and reset, hilarious mental health parodies that keep things real and light, and the groundbreaking happy mindset theory to help you tune into your natural joy. If you love a structured approach with a dash of humor, think clear strategy mixed with some playful insights, you're in the right place. For more details and to grab your copy, head over to www.drtuepenz.com. Let's fix our grown-ups and get our happy on.
Yeah. What's the deal, Dr. Tuepenz? Tell me what you know about me. T-U-E spelled pens with a Z. I better stop playing. But yes, welcome back to episode 3, where we're talking about forgiveness, the art of letting go. Forgiveness, it constantly gets misconstrued with excusing bad behavior, when in reality it's about releasing yourself, your mind, more importantly, from the burden of anger, so you can reclaim your happy. But this is the second pillar of the book. One of the good tools I found to help me along my journey. So ultimately, I want you to take away from this that forgiveness is about freeing yourself and not excusing others to treat you like a mark. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should treat you like you a mark. But the book, you know me, when I get into it, I talk about the whys, why we should forgive. And like I said, the number one reason is to release yourself of that anger. One of the key things you do when you forgive someone is you rid yourself of the issue. So when you're mad at somebody and they disrespected you, whatever the case may be, and you go to them, or if they disrespect you and you immediately after they disrespect you, you say, hey, I forgive you. You have now shut the door to conflict within yourself, even though conflict may still arise, because this is America, where people believe in putting their hands on other people and not going to go to jail for it. That's what they be thinking. But, there are cases where you might forgive someone, they still might try to attack you, whatever the case may be. However, you'll be good in those situations. One of the first things I should have said, though, I should have started with, was really the first person you should forgive is yourself if you haven't. It took me I forgave myself in November of 2022. I forget the exact date, but I remember it was the first time I sat down and I was really honest with myself and I was open with myself. And I said, Dr. Tuepenz, I forgive you for being a scumbag, crybaby, psychopathic, raging red lunatic, messing up your own stuff. Just flipping out, tripping. I forgive you. And it was hard. It was hard for me to get to that point. I tried it like a couple of days before. I tried it a few times before that, and I still, the guilt of the failures in my life, my shortcomings, my mistakes, they just had, they were just weighing on me. And it was funny too, is I forgave people before this had even happened. I had forgave people, but not, I would say not at the level that I'm recommending right now. But I did forgive people before that. But when I did that, when I forgave myself, I kind of went, just deeper into the process of just forgiving people. So I just do it automatically. As soon as somebody tries to, tick me off or something, I just forgive them immediately. And what you'll soon discover from forgiveness is, you will uncover the layers of anger. One of the greatest lessons taught to me was from my big brother, Kerry. And he taught me, to see the layers of everything. And now he said, that's my first 40-year-old lesson for you. And I've been running off with that for some time now. But yeah, you got to see the layers that are holding you back. So you may think that you're mad at the person in front of you, when in reality, you're mad at somebody that you haven't forgiven. You know what I'm saying? It's the person that you're really mad at, and it's got you taking that anger out on somebody else. Like, for instance, people that work in, fast food. You come in and you're very polite, you're courteous, you're patient, and you're waiting in the line, and then you get there and they got the stankiest attitude. And it's just like, if you don't like your job, just fucking quit. Don't give me shit because you mad because you came into work and you're not sharpening your skills to get better so you can make some more money and live the quote unquote American dream or whatever the fuck's got you in such a bad mood. It's not my fault you at work. I don't treat people like that. And, I don't particularly enjoy when people try to treat me like that. However, I don't mind it. If you're going to do that, just be aware of what you're going to get back. That's all I say. But anyway, yeah. People getting mad at other people at work. Going back to what I was talking about in the other episode about the road rage. I used to think I was mad at people on the road when I realized it was me that I was mad at. It was me. And if you know anything about anger is fear turned inside out. A great example of fear turned inside out in the form of anger is the song from Kendrick Lamar, Black Boy Fly, where he talks about he wasn't hating on them literally. He was just afraid that he wouldn't make it out of Compton. So there you have it. That's the layers of anger right there. But yeah, so anyway, so when it comes to forgiveness, this is my recommendations off the bat, not back. I don't want to get into that situation with those guys, but off the bat, BAT. Practical methods for forgiving people is to start with yourself. Speak forgiveness out loud. Let your let your words vibrate with sincerity. Whether you forgiving a friend or even yourself, past self, acknowledge your role by being accountable. Now you got the opportunity to let go of the burden, not your accountability, but the burden, which is the results, the mistake. You know what I'm saying? The mistake can, it can be burdensome, but if you forgive yourself, you can make, space for growth. A simple exercise I like to do is, write down a painful memory and then rewrite it in a different type of form that makes it more, positive, and it helps you kind of release yourself from the situation. Writing is a great tool that, I've been able to utilize and leverage over the years to help me, fix my grown up, which is what this podcast is all about, fixing your grown up. And, it's hard to do that just trying to do it out your back pocket. You got to put the work in. You got to take the time, even if you're taking 7 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. In my daily journals, 72 days life, living this for everyone. I got the links in the description as well. The self-guided meditations that you can just sit there and just listen to it and just let go. But what's going to help you with all that is forgiving yourself so you can forgive everyone else. And if it rhymes, it's true, because the average person couldn't rhyme if they wanted to. Yeah, that was deep. But yeah, so also, just think about, like I always talk about stress, man. Stress, it can really break your body down. And being angry is something that just breaks your body down in a way that's very, unhealthy, unproductive, unethical, unprofitable, and just plain out despicable, if I was just, getting in on it. But yeah, other than that, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you forgive? Do you think forgiveness works? Are you scared to forgive? Do you think forgiving somebody gives them the green light to run you over like the street? What do you think? What do you think? Anyway, that's my word for the day. One book to change one mind to change a generation. Heavily influenced by Satan. All right, y'all, man. Y'all be happy, man. Peace.
Thank you for joining us today on the Fix Your Grown Up podcast. I hope you found a clear path toward letting go of that anger. Now, before we wrap up, let's take a moment to talk about something we call B2K syndrome. Think about that one guy the one who's charming, talented, and always juggling 3 or 4 situationships at once. That's B2K syndrome in action.
He's chasing validation, leaving a trail of broken hearts, and maybe even a few unexpected baby showers in his wake. Here's the real truth. True strength isn't measured by how many people you can impress. It's about how many lives you can genuinely uplift. So, stay accountable, keep forgiving, and remember that your worth is defined by the positive impact you have on others. I'm excited for our next conversation. Until then, keep taking action toward your better self. See you next time.
Trying to restore the feeling if the good Lord is willing. Arabs at the corner store, Muslims selling my people pork, single cigarettes and beer, they probably think my people poor. Arabs at the corner store built a restaurant and a laundromat. We ain't poor, we pay for that.